Joran is now on the treatment table, the wound across his shoulder cleaned and being closed. He bears it without complaint. She worked the way she always worked, efficiently and without wasted motion, and she did not look up at Kaylin more than twice. She was proud of that. Joran watches Naomi work with quiet assessment. He glances at Kaylin once, briefly.
You're good at this.
People keep bringing me reasons to be.
Something shifts in Kaylon's expression. He looks at the floor briefly before he looks back up. There was exhaustion in him that had nothing to do with the wounds. She had noticed it during the dressing check and filed it away with the other things she was not ready to look at directly. An Alpha King, at full strength, should have been further along in healing by now, if not already healed completely. There was something else going on that she didn't understand or have a name for yet. Naomi finishes with Joran. She moves to wash her hands at the sink. Joran and Kaylin exchange a look.
I need a few minutes with him.
I need to check on something down the lane. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't move the dressing, Joran.
She dries her hands, reaches for her jacket from the hook near the door. She goes out. The door closes. Kaylin watches it for a moment before turning to Joran.
The attack was coordinated. Whomever planned it knew our route, knew where we were going. That's not random or a patrol, Your Majesty. That's someone who has access.
I know.
His eyes go to the door she left through. He had known since the ambush. Someone with knowledge of wolf anatomy and access to his travel plans had arranged what happened on that ridge. And the list of people who had both was short. Joran watches him.
She doesn't know you're here looking for answers, does she?
Kaylin turns from the door.
She will.
Naomi comes back through the clinic door. She stops just inside and looks at Kaylin with an expression that is carrying something she has not said yet.
There is someone I want you to meet.
Something moves through Kaylon's expression. He goes very still. His eyes drop briefly and then come back to her face. She watched it happen. The calculation behind his eyes, working through what someone I want you to meet meant, coming from her in this context, arriving at the answer that made the most sense given 5 years and a life she had built without him. She watched him absorb the possibility that she had chosen someone, and she watched what that did to his face before he pulled it back under control. Kaylon is very still. His eyes are on Naomi, but he is not seeing the clinic. He had spent 5 years telling himself he only needed to find her, that finding her was enough, that whatever she had built without him, he could accept because at least she was alive, and at least she was somewhere he could see her. He understood now, standing in her clinic, that he had been lying to himself about that. The thought of her having chosen someone else landed in him like something structural giving way, quiet and total. And he held himself very still because there was nothing else available to him in that moment. Kaylin finds his voice. It cost him something to keep it even.
You're with someone?
Naomi holds his gaze. Her expression carries something she is not quite letting show.
In a manner of speaking, more like someone's.
Naomi holds his gaze for one beat, reading exactly what she sees on his face. She does not correct him. Not yet. The sound of voices outside, then the clinic door opens. 2 small figures come through first, a girl and a boy, moving with the unself-conscious energy of children arriving somewhere familiar. A woman, Theris, follows behind them, stopping short when she sees Kaylin and Joran. Naomi's eyes go to Kaylin immediately, watching his face. She had gone to get them because leaving them down the lane with the compromised perimeter was not something she was willing to do, and because there was no version of the next conversation that did not require him to know they existed. She watched his face and she saw exactly what she expected to see, which was a man who had no idea yet why 2 strangers made something in him go very, still. Kaylin, completely still, looks at the children with an expression she does not have words for, something both instinctive and disorienting moving behind his eyes as he takes them in. He did not know why he could not look away from them. They were small and bright-eyed and entirely unimpressed with the two wounded strangers in their mother's clinic, and something in his chest had shifted the moment they walked through the door in a way he could not account for and was not going to examine in front of an audience. The girl, Sarah, looks directly at Kaylin with calm, violet-tinged eyes. She tilts her head slightly.
Mama said we had company.
Kaylin looks from Sarah to Naomi. Naomi meets his eyes and holds them. She had not told them who he was yet. She would, but she was giving him a moment first, because watching him look at their children with that expression on his face was the first thing in 5 years that had made her feel something other than grief about all of it, and she was not ready to move past it quite yet.